Okay, so I was watching the Batman v Superman trailer again recently, and it occurred to me while I was watching it that this is kind of like Iron Man 2. And here's why. Well, first of all, we have this new superhero who a bunch of people love, but other people are cautious of, and who is being questioned by the government. We have another superhero who is tired of the first superhero being irresponsible and decides to take action. And those two superheroes have a fight. And then at the end, fight together. Then we also have a third girl superhero who's just kind of inconspicuously there throughout the movie as her secret identity until in the third act she reveals herself and joins in the fight at the end. Then we have a villain who is a multimillionaire. Then we have another villain who was recently defeated by the main superhero and who has issues with the main superhero's father, who the rich villain is going to bring back, better equipped and more powerful. And now all the heroes have to team up to stop him. Let's see, what else? We have the girlfriend, the butler / chauffeur. We have someone telling the main hero to just do whatever he wants in both of them. Let's see, the government turning over a bunch of science to the billionaire bad guy. And also, they both star two men that most white Americans can't tell apart, apparently.
See, you're as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Right.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
That's my fault. I know that. That was my fault. My mistake. You know what?
We don't all look alike.
So, lots of the same beats, lots of similarities between these two movies. And it's kind of funny because if you think about it, Iron Man 2's position in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Batman v Superman in the DC Cinematic Universe occupies almost the exact same spot. When Iron Man 2 came out, the only other movies we'd had previously was the first Iron Man, kind of like Man of Steel. And there was also Incredible Hulk, but that one was kind of overlooked. And at that point, there wasn't much connecting them except for a couple of post-credit scenes that most people didn't really see yet because we weren't used to that convention yet. And if you think about it, well, I mean, you could also compare the Incredible Hulk to the Green Lantern movie, which, if it had been successful, could have been folded into the DC Cinematic Universe. But obviously, because it didn't do well, they've kind of forgotten it. And the Incredible Hulk has a few similarities in that, even though the movie itself is still part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they've gotten rid of Ed Norton as Bruce Banner. They also got rid of the design for the Hulk because they didn't really like that. So it kind of almost was forgotten, but just kind of barely kept in the universe as well. So now we're coming to the next movie, going full throttle into a team-up movie. Marvel was going into the Avengers, now DC's going into Justice League, and so now we need this movie to kind of really start to set that up. Oh, yeah, and another thing is that Wonder Woman, which will be coming out between Dawn of Justice and the Justice League Part 1, apparently is going to take place partly World War II and partly in the present time, something like that. That also sounds familiar. The only thing they'd be missing is their Thor movie, but they don't really need a Thor movie because they've already introduced their cosmic universe with Krypton and outer space and stuff. And now there's just a lot of these similarities. It's kind of funny. And it's probably mostly coincidence, and maybe some of it's just because it does inhabit that same spot in the DC Cinematic Universe that there are these similarities, but I just thought that was kind of funny. And so I put together this little side-by-side, the Batman v Superman trailer and Iron Man 2, the Batman v Superman version, for your enjoyment.
Mr. Stark,
Today
please, do you or do you
is a
not
day
possess
for
a specialized weapon?
If your
It's a
priority
weapon.
was actually
needs to
the
know what
well-being
My
of
priority
the
is to get the
American
Iron Man
citizens.
weapon turned over to the people of the
That kind of
United States of
power?
America.
Well,
Very
you can forget it.
dangerous.
I am Iron Man. And if anybody, Trevor, doesn't like it, there's the door.
Let the record show that this committee holds him responsible.
That's how it starts. The fever. The rage. that turns good men cruel.
This Bat vigilante is like a one-man reign of terror.
You don't get to decide what the right thing is. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
This means something. It's all some people have. It's all that gives them hope. People hate what they don't understand. Be their hero, Clark. Be their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it. You don't know this world a thing. You never did.
Anthony Stark has created a sword with untold possibilities.
Devils don't come from hell
it's a
beneath
shield.
us.
He asks us to trust him.
They come from the sky.
As we cower behind him.
20 years in Gotham.
As he does
How
not
many good
operate
guys are
within
left?
any line of a branch of government.
How many stayed that way? He has the power
Iron
to
Man
wipe out
presents
the
a potential
entire
threat
human race.
to the security of both the nation and to the
I told you to shut it down.
You're gonna go to war. He is not our enemy.
black and blue. God versus man. Day versus night. The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.